Hey guys, today I'm doing a foundation routine and I'm using my sister's camera. She let me use it. So the setup's a little bit different because it needed to be like hoisted up. And I don't really know what to look at because my mirror's still over here. But yeah, I'm going to do a foundation routine because it was requested. And I think I kind of have a good one for the summertime. This is going to be more of like a full coverage one. You could like leave some steps out and make it just not as full coverage, but this is more of like a nighttime foundation routine. My sister just got in the shower, so I hope that you can't hear that. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna get started. The first thing that I'm gonna do is prime my face. I use this Stila one-step primer. Whoa, is it gonna focus? This is awesome. Sorry, I've never filmed on a video camera before like this, so whatever. Okay, I put this all over. And I like the Stila one because it has like the green in it, which cancels out redness, and it's just really cool. I like it. Okay, I put that all over. And now I'm gonna conceal my under eye circles. I'm gonna use this Revlon Photo Ready concealer. But yeah, it's a little bit dark for me, but it's gonna be okay because my foundation is going to go on top, or my tinted moisturizer. And I just use like a little sponge. You can use your finger or a brush, but I like the sponge the best. And this is a little bit tricky to do because I already did my eye makeup just for the sake of the video, but usually I do my face before I do my eyes. And to set that, I'm going to use Powder Flage by Benefit. It's like a powder highlight for under your eyes. It was $30. It's definitely not worth it. I wouldn't recommend it. But I bought it, so I'm going to use it. But I would not buy it again. So I just set that. I just use the same sponge. Just pat that on. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my tinted moisturizer on. And I use the Clinique Moisture Sheer Tint. I like this a lot because it has SPF 15 in it, so you don't need to like put sunscreen on your face because I hate putting sunscreen on my face. And I'm going to use the Sonia Kashuk Beauty Blender brush, sponge, and I get it wet first, and then the application is much more sheer. It's not as like full coverage as it would be if you used a brush. So I put a little bit of that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to add in a tiny little bit of this NARS Orgasm Illuminator, which looks like this. I'm just going to put a tiny little dot in, and it makes your face just a little bit more glowy in the summertime. So as you can see, there's like just a tiny little dot of that on top, or if you see this way. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my beauty blender and just tap that in and put it all over. I'm going to put my hair back first. Okay. And then start blending it out. And of course I drag everything down my neck a little bit. Now when you use a sponge, a lot of the product gets soaked up into the sponge, so you might need to use a bit more. So that's the one downfall of using a sponge, is the fact that it kind of wastes a bit of product. Okay. So like that. I'm looking very oily in this camera, but I don't really look like that in real life. But whatever. That's okay, I like this camera. And I'm going to set that with this MAC Gold Go Lightly Studio Care Blend Pressed Powder. And I know this is supposed to be a bronzer. It came out with the newest collection, but I use this more as like a mineralized skin finish. And this will take some of my shine away. And obviously drag this down my neck as well. Now you could just stop there if you didn't want like a lot of coverage or a lot of makeup on, but I'm going to do the full routine. Next thing I'm going to do is bronze. So I'm going to use my NARS bronzer in Irresistible Mint, which is like an orangey bronzer. It's much more orange than Laguna, but I like it way better. So I do the 3B motion and then drag it down. I feel like this camera picks up on everything, so I really don't know how it's gonna look. And I have some hairs from my kabuki, so I'm gonna just take those off. And then really just blend everything down. You can bring it to your chest. As I said in my summer tag video, I don't use fake bronzer, fake tanner, but I do use bronzer. And yeah. Okay. And lastly, for blush, I'm gonna use this NYX blush in Peach, which is like a really light pink. It's pretty. So I'm just gonna take that, tap it off, and use just a bit. This looks really natural and pretty. And I'm using my MAC 109 brush. Okay, and that is that. I would use a highlight, but I can tell, like, in the little camera that I look really shiny already, so I'm not gonna highlight. But if I was gonna use a highlight, I would use this Lorac highlight in Perfectly Lit, which is really pretty. It's just like I'll swatch it, but it's super pretty. I would use that, but I'm not going to because I don't want to look any shinier. And yeah, that's everything. For lips, I'll use this Revlon gloss. Doesn't match my shirt, but I don't care. It makes your lips like really light purple, and I like the way it looks with my blue eyeliner. See, I'll come up close so you can see. It looks really natural. You can still see like my freckles and everything through the makeup, so it's not like really full coverage or anything like that. It's just really pretty and light for the summertime. So yeah, comment and tell me what you think, what other videos you want to see. Anything else, tell me if you like this video better than my MacBook. And yeah, just comment and subscribe. Bye guys.